Hola, people. Hello and welcome. What's up? What's good? Sorry, I'm trying to adjust all of this stuff. There's so much to do behind the scenes. I hope everyone is doing well. What's going on? What's good? Let me know. What's exciting? Well, hello, Sadie. De la Cedra. I like that. Hiya. Hello. Welcome. So, we're going to have fun today, like we always do. This is, again, I don't really know what we're calling this series. We're working with this title, The Reveries of Tarot. Just because I like the word reverie. I like the sort of like glamour, daydreaming type of energy about it. We're lost in, like, when we focus on a card, we're lost in the questions of it, what questions it evokes and all of that. So I'm digging the name, but it will probably change because that's what I do. Well, hello, Christy. Welcome. I like is your hair pink or purplish? I love it. Welcome. Yeah, so we're going to just shuffle and hopefully one card, but maybe two. We'll see. We'll pull a couple cards, and we're not doing like, oh, this card means this. It's more like when this card comes up, what questions do we work with? What questions do we ask ourselves? Stuff like that. It's rose gold. What? I one time, like, I formulated so right on my hair. It was rose gold, and it was like the best rose gold. And uh was I able? Yes, I have the formula for it, but was I able to recreate it exact? No, I was not. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but anyways. So hola, hello, Diane. Hello, Catherine. La China, what? Hello. Or is it, never mind. So, welcome. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna shuffle. We're gonna see what's coming up. What questions do we need to ask ourselves right now? Like, what questions do we need to focus on? What kinds of conversations do we need to be having? And like always, y'all, this is our time together. So feel free to express yourself. Feel free to share your thoughts, share whatever pops up. Well, hello. Hey, Joshua. Um, yes, welcome. So feel free to express yourself. This is our time, and who cares? Let's just dig in and enjoy and not worry. Let's just not worry. Uh, okay, thank you. I was gonna say it differently, like my grandma says it, but I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna be right, so let's not do that. Uh, uh, so let's see. So take some time, y'all. Take some time to ground and center yourselves. Take some time to focus on your breathing, to focus on your heartbeat. This is why I can't do double like necklaces, because I end up choking myself because I can't not move. And so it's just, this is why. This is why I can't wear things like this, because eventually it's like I'm choking myself. Well, hello, the spirit witch. Yes, long time no see. Hope you are well. Oh, it's so funny. I was just thinking about you. Good thoughts, not nothing bad. Yeah, take some time to ground and center. And when you're ready, feel free. Help me to choose first number that pops into your head, 1, 2, or 3. Comment, and the number that has a dominant choice or dominant, call out. Uh, we'll choose. We'll choose. And like last time, if two, thank you. I am feeling better each and every day in every way, as they say, right? Working on it, at least. Every day is different, but yeah, I hope that you are well, you and all your peoples. So go ahead and comment 1, 2, or 3, that first number that does pop into your head, and we'll see. Stack 1, Senna. 3. Okay, that. Uh, We got 2 3s. We got 3 3s. We got a 2. We got a 3. Ooh. Is 3 going to take the lead this time? I think last time we got like several 3s and several 2s. So we did 2 cards. But it looks like this time... Sorry, I'm not looking down here because that's where... Oh, okay. That's where the comments are on my screen. We got 3s and 2s, 3s and 2s. All right, let's just do 2 cards. Why not? I have time, y'all. I have time. I need to take a break from crocheting. My hand is like cramping up. So we'll do 2. We'll take from stack 3, and then we'll take from stack 2. Okay. We got that. We got that. And just relax. Boom. Oh, all right, y'all. Okay. So the first we took from stack 3, and then the second will be the card we took from stack 2. They're both major arcana cards. And so, like I expressed last video, we talked about this. When major arcana cards come up, I think like, okay, these are questions that have to be asked in regards to like big life decisions or big life events. Even if it's like a small question, like a small like detail, this question or this thing that I have to think about and focus on and get lost in actually is pertaining to something big that is going to happen. Does that make sense? So we know the questions that we are focusing on right now, they're big life questions. Like, oh, is there a shift in relationship dynamic? Is there a shift in work dynamic? Is there am I seeking a promotion? Am I wanting to change my lifestyle? So many big things that we get to ask ourselves. So with that being said, let me move this over here, my notes, just in case. The first card, which is from stack 3. Yes, happy early birthday, Mona. Is the Lovers reversed. Okay. And so, when you think of the Lovers, when you see the card, what pops up for you? And again, like questions, what kind of questions pop up for you when you think of the Lovers? I think the most like the automatic thing that people think about, like, oh, when the Lovers pops up, I'm having questions about relationships, questions about love, my heart, right? Whatever I love. It doesn't have to be like actual relationships. It could be relationships with food, relationships with coworkers, relationships with my spirituality, my relationship with my sobriety, my relationship with so many different things, right? The way I communicate. So relationship stuff comes up. When we think of the Lovers reverse, we understand, okay, the questions coming up for us, they will pertain to heart-centered matters. They will pertain to, again, a reversal. So things unearthing, I have to really dig deep, and I have to ask myself, what's going on? I have food on the mind because I've not been eating the best. And so I know, I know my relationship with food is like, meh, um, but I know those questions to ask, right? But yeah, that's something important to address. So that's why I have that. That's like, boom, there it is. With the Lovers reverse. So what does it mean to you? We also know questions that might come up with the Lovers reversed. My sexuality. Because again, the Lovers, you have this energy that can be of beauty, that can be of sensuality, that can be of sexuality, our connection, our ability to share our most like intimate parts of ourselves with another or other people. Not just one, it could be many. No judgment, right? Whatever you prefer, as long as everyone is consenting and of age. So that's something else. Like, how do I feel sexually? Is there something that I am holding back? Is there something that I want to explore that I am not exploring? Right? So that could be something that comes up for us when we see the lovers reversed. Or am I exploring things that I actually don't want to explore? Am I feeling like someone is pressuring me into doing things, whether it is sexually or whether it is in a relationship or in some sort of relationship thing, right? Right. Good credit for spring. Um, yes. And yes. Do I feel pressured into performing or doing something that doesn't really make me happy? And I don't feel ready to do this. Does that make sense? So with the lovers reverse, we might be faced with those questions where I don't feel right about this and I don't really want to be doing this. And so I'm going to have to find out how to best express that. Like, I'm not comfortable with this. Why am I not comfortable with this? Ask yourself. Explore those questions and what they mean to you. And so the lovers reverse, if I feel pressured and if it's really something I don't want to do, I don't need to do it. I can say no. And if that means in a relationship, whether it be work, family, intimate, whatever, if they decide to project and if they decide to do something, that is entirely on them, not you. You have agency over your body. And so if you say no, that will and must be respected. And you make sure that happens, right? Enforce your boundaries. So what can I do to deepen my connection to those around me? Yes, the lovers reverse. Maybe what's coming up, that question is a really great one. What can I do right now to deepen the connection to those around me? How can I best share my life with others? The lovers reverse. We're unearthing things. Maybe my personal way of doing things, my own beliefs and programmings. Maybe they are preventing me from really building deeper relationships. Maybe I have the stereotypical projection of relationships in my life. Maybe I'm not very trusting because I am treating every relationship based on the past, right? Maybe that's what's going on. And so what can I do? What can I do now to treat my relationships differently and my future relationships differently, more in alignment with what I actually want to be experiencing, right? Does that make sense? So I like that. Let me see. Another thing with the lovers reversed, I think it's a really good thing for us to be mindful of our hearts. Like, why do I feel this way? Why do I love? Right? Why am I in this relationship? And I think it's a good thing and healthy thing for everyone in any type of relationship. Like, why am I in this relationship? Why am I a part of this friendship? Like, why? What is it about this this dynamic that I enjoy? Why am I sticking with this situation? Yeah, and it's not. It doesn't have to be negative. There can be very positive responses to that. But these are questions that come up when the lovers reverse, presents itself, and it's doing that right now. And so, like, why am I in this relationship? How do I feel about this relationship? What can I do to explore this relationship in a different way? What can we do? And I think for some, like for couples, this could be, how can we be intimate with each other? How can we be honest with each other? How can we share not just, our physical body, but our mental, our spiritual, our emotional bodies? How can we really be vulnerable with one another? What can we do together to really bridge that sort of healing? Yeah. And with the lovers reverse, okay, we're here. And I think sometimes it's like, okay, relationships are rocky. That's my aunt's name. Relationships are rocky. They have ebbs and flows, ups and downs, and all that shit, right? That's life. That's every relationship. So intimate relationships are no different. And there's no judgment. There should be no judgment there. We experience things that can be frustrating and also ecstatic and all kinds of things. So with the lovers reversed when it's unearthed, um, okay, we cannot live in the past. So, what can we do to move forward and do our best to share and commit and be honest? Does that make sense? And that's good for all relationships across the board. Okay, exes, yeah, yeah. hmm I actually have been questioning all my relationships, as in marriage, friendships, family betrayals, and yes, my relationship with food as well. It's been tough for the last two. Yeah, yeah. That's. I think it's a good thing to question. It's like, okay, why am I in the position that I am? I'm in. How do I feel about this? What is going on within me? What kind of help do I need? How can I show up in my life? Um, when do I need to ask for help? Am I in a situation right now where I need to ask for help? Do I need professional help? Nothing wrong with that. Uh, so many different questions we have to ask ourselves, or we should. I love questions. Um, yeah. And I think also we need to allow for some sort of like buffering time, because we build energy, we build momentum, we build relationships. So everything that we build, it's built upon previous programming, previous beliefs, previous all kinds of stuff. And so when we shift, when we change, when we try to do better for ourselves, it takes time. And then we are in the mindset where, okay, I want to heal, I want to change, I'm focusing on that, right? And so then we have to also give this buffer of time to those around us. Like, yeah, I'm changing, but that doesn't mean the person that I'm in a relationship with, maybe they're not ready to change. And I can't force that on them. Maybe they are not willing. Maybe they are ready, but they need some extra time to figure out what that means for them. And so I can't just automatically assume that because I want different, I want to be treated differently, I want to experience life differently, that they are automatically going to be thinking the same things as I am. And so I have to ask, like, what do you need from me? So we can be on the same page. And we have to be honest. Like, okay, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I would like to do. I love being in a relationship with you. I love being in a relationship with you. Um, so this is what I want. I want to be treated differently because right now this is how I feel. And we need to address that. Does that make sense? Ooh, your relationship. Yes, absolutely. Your relationship with yourself is like totally key. Your relationship with yourself comes first. Absolutely. Um, how can I better love myself? What do I need to do in order to love myself? And how can I feel good about my body? How can I feel comfortable in my own skin? How can I approach my life from a love centered space, right? A loving centered space, heart centered space. The lover's reverse. It's a challenge for me to look at myself and feel comfortable. So, what can I do to embrace that? Like, it's a challenge for me personally to, my weight has fluctuated and I'm a little heavier right now, which is fine, but it's not healthy for me, with the diabetes and everything. So there's that. But I know I can change things around. I have always done that, and I always will create a better space for myself. I get uncomfortable on camera when I get heavier, but then at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It's just us sharing time together, and I am human, right? And so you get to see like my tits and all every time, right? You get to experience that, and I'm not going to shame anyone for being different or feeling different. And so I should show up in all my aspects and all my forms so people can relate, so people can feel comfortable. And that helps me because I don't want anyone to feel the way I feel at times about myself. And so if I can show up and if I can express things and if I can be as comfortable as I can be, or honest with my anxieties, honest about my, body issues, honest about whatever, and that makes people able to have those conversations, well, then that makes me feel good. And that helps me as well to be here, right? So, totally, your relationship with yourself too, with the lovers reversed. This stuff is coming up. How do I feel about myself? How do I feel about my body? How do I feel about my life? What can I do? What can I do to feel better? Right? Well, thank you. I like having fun. I like talking with everyone. So let's just think about that for a moment, and let's move on to the second card, which is the moon. The moon. Oh, thank you. It's so weird because I love the moon, like the moon in general, but the moon in tarot is kind of like depressing. It is kind of like overwhelming and it's like anxiety, right? And I'm like, I don't like the moon in tarot. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it. And I'm always like, nah, why do you have to be here, moon? Go away. So the moon comes up. What questions pop up when we process the moon? What questions? The moon can be fear. I think of, again, when I think of the moon, I think of the werewolf. I think of that transformation of the werewolf, where on this full moon, the moon is, moving the emotions and the energy of the human, right? And it's twisting and turning the chemistry, and it's shifting this human into a hairy ass person, wolf. And it hurts, it's painful, and there's transformation, and that's so scary. Transformation it can be scary. And I think about that, like, oh, it's this processing, right? And it is intense, and it is painful, and it's messy and kind of gross at times. It's gross. You like their slobber, and it's like not cute because werewolves are like dogs. No offense. But you know what I'm saying. And it's just that's how it looks. So what kinds of questions come up with the moon? The moon can be, what am I so scared of? And I think because of the lovers here, the lovers reverse, I am so scared of maybe losing myself. I am so scared of losing my relationship. I am so scared of my partner or partners, again, no judgment, partner or partners seeing me in a different light. And that terrifies me because maybe I am not in control. Maybe I don't have everything laid out the way I would like and the way I present. And that is terrifying to me. The moon. What am I so scared of? Why am I so scared of building intimacy with people? Right? Well, hello, Ramona. Let's see. I try to share the comments. I go live and I share it to YouTube and Facebook. And so when people comment on Facebook, it pops up for me. So I try to share the comments when I read it. So it could be either YouTube or Facebook. Exactly. See, now I really understand. I recently came out to my children and husband as being pagan and having been secretly practicing the accepted, but it seemed just like things are moving in slow motion. But now I understand. Yeah. Yes. And you know what? I love it. Well, hello, Rob. Good to have you here. Good to see you. With that, I like that because people are so scared when it's like a non-Christian thing. People are so scared. They are trained to be scared. They are trained. Oh my gosh. And a lot of times people worry because they love, they care. They're scared of how you're going to be treated. They're worried for your damn soul, whatever. They're just concerned. And so we have to understand, or we don't have to, but we can choose to understand, like, oh, they're just doing the best they can with what they have. And if I just continue to show up and I be myself and I express myself and I add a little education here and there, if they want it, they will see that, hey, I am still me. I'm still a good person. I am still, I'm enjoying my life. And then there we go. There we go. I think it just, again, it goes with that buffer, that time, that buffering time. There's a better way to say that. It's not coming to me. But yeah, let's see. What fears are keeping me from moving forward? Yes, with the moon, totally. Yes. And I like the way the moon is presented, because a lot of it is present moment. If you look at it, the energies in the card are like focused on the present moment. There's not really any card moving to the left or to the right or wherever, however that translates on camera, that way or that way. So the card, the energies in the card are present moment. So what are my current fears? What are my current fears, and how are they holding me back? I like that. I like it. What is unknown that I have to bring to the light? Yeah, absolutely. And if you think about it, the moon moves like the water, emotion, spirituality. So I can't talk today. There's this transformation going on. So what are my current emotions, right? What am I currently going through that I need to filter through my emotions? What do I need to feel right now? What am I going through that I'm not allowing myself to fully feel? What am I preventing myself from feeling for fear of being vulnerable, for fear of being seen a certain type of way? What emotions am I holding at bay that need to come out, that need to be presented, that I need to share, right? What problem am I trying to ignore? Exactly. I like that. I like it. Keep them coming, y'all. So the moon, what does it say to us? I also think that there is a creativity to the moon card, so it's not just like the fear and anxiety and depression. There's also this artistry to the moon. There is again, artistry, creativity, this emotional channel that when connected with and tapped into, we can really create. And so with the moon, like, what do I need to do right now to channel my energy, to channel my emotions? What am I feeling? Okay. What am I feeling? And let me process it through my art. So am I writing? Am I drawing, painting, singing, creating music, collage? Exercising? Sometimes we need to channel the energy into something, and it could be exercise. Nothing wrong with that. What am I doing there? So, the moon. What does it say to you? How does it make you feel? What questions come up? I like this. And so, yeah. And for some, again, if we go back to the lovers reversed, the moon card, I am so scared of being. I think it's a card also with the combo, the questions. Um, why am I so scared of letting go and letting that sort of like primal self come through? What am I so scared of? Of truly connecting and being vulnerable with my partner or partners or in a relationship? Am I terrified of being seen for who I really am? And why is that? Questions. Questions. There's also this like connection to um being maybe I don't want to say. I don't want to say too vanilla because that's kind of judgmental. But I feel like with the Lovers Reverse and the Moon card, I feel like there's a sort of like fantastical energy where in the bedroom or in one's life, I need to be a little more outgoing. Like why am I holding myself back from from being able to experience fun or ecstasy, excitement? I why am I not putting myself in a position where I can really explore my ability to love my body as well as other, right? There's that sort of energy there. Expressing those things that are hidden intuitively instead of what is logical. Hmm. I like that. Totally. So yeah, I think I'm trying to think of anything else I want to say with the moon. But I feel like with the moon, it's like, how can I be more open to creative pursuits? How can I be more open to other people's emotions? How can I be more receptive to doing things differently? Sometimes I am so scared of having to do things differently. It makes my anxiety intense, right? Because I love to be in control. But it's also really good for me not to be in control. And so how can I allow myself to allow others to take the lead? Does that make sense? Um, it is important for me to be open to having fun because if I'm constantly in control and if I'm constantly trying to lead, then I can't let go. I can't experience. I can't enjoy. And so I recognize that I do need to allow others to be able to lead. I do recognize that I need to allow others to be able to take me on a journey so I can enjoy the process as well. Okay. So, questions that surround that. Well, good evening, Pamela. Good to see you. Feel like I've been grounded. I haven't been able to move forward. Seems like 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Yeah, that's all you get from me. Yeah, yeah. And unfortunately, I think that's just natural. That's natural because that's the thing about life. It's a constant unfolding. We experience, we get challenged, we go through those challenges, and then we get smacked. We go back, like a little bit backwards. Whoa, what are we doing here? Then we handle situations differently. We are constantly being given opportunities to handle situations differently. Okay. Um, so yeah, I don't really think it's like, oh, I'm being set back. It's more like, okay, it feels like I'm being set back, but I'm actually being given an opportunity to handle the situation in a different way. Because normally, boom, my hoops would be down to the ground, and I would like going for the throat. Like, I don't like you. No, we're not gonna have fun. Boom, hoops. Ha. There's a throat. But then it's like, okay, I'm being presented with a new situation, similar situation, but new. Um, hey, look, cute, huh? My hoops are still on. I'm not going for the throat. I just kind of like do a little kitty cat thing. Gotcha. But I didn't fully go for the throat. My hoops are still attached, still good. We're wonderful, So it's like, okay, we're learning, hopefully. But sometimes that boom, hoops go down again, and there we are, life. But yeah. So I really like that the Lovers Reverse and the Moon comes up today for us to explore. And there's a lot of questions that came up, and I think that if we take time to meditate on them, whatever we need, it will just help. And again, it's fun to think about. Okay, the Lovers Reverse, relationship stuff that maybe I haven't addressed yet. There's stuff in regards to my relationships that I need to talk to myself about and ask myself, right? About what's going on here and confront it because I'm kind of like skirting it under the rug. That's the rug, y'all. Just it's a rug, like that. And I'm not really communicating it, and I need to communicate, right? I want to communicate. And so we think about that. The moon. What are my fears in regards to relationships? What are my fears in regards to exploring this relationship further? What's holding me back from letting go and fully allowing myself to experience? And I've noticed this a lot. I know I'm just rambling right now, but I've noticed this a lot. We get so scared in relationships uh, because what if it goes wrong? What if it goes wrong? What if we lose it? Well, shit, if we lose it, there's other relationships. No offense. Like, we love people, sure, but like, it's life. And why wouldn't it feel better to fully be yourself and to fully invest into your relationships, right? Whether it's familial or whatever, but fully invest into those relationships, being you, your most authentic self, as best as you can. And then if it doesn't work out, that's fine. It probably won't feel that great, or maybe it will. But like, if it doesn't work out, that's okay. You can say, I was me. I was all me, and I was all in, and I did my best, and we did our best, and it just did not work out, but at least we tried, and at least I was able to share that time, that love, that care, that experience, and I am better for it. I don't think that we all ever feel that way, like right after like a breakup or something or whatever, something negative. But at least we can hold that into our minds, hold hope for that. Like, okay, I am better for it. I've learned about myself, about relationship, and I'm able to move forward, knowing I can take something new into a new relationship when I am ready. But we have to address those fears, those questions of those fears that come up. We have to address the relationship stuff. And I think another thing, sorry, I know you're with me, so you can tune out if you don't want to be here, but I'm just continuously like rambling. But another thing that pops up is I cannot treat, I should not treat, I should not treat every relationship like the previous relationships. You are not the same person, right? So in a relationship, I can't say, oh, you're just like that person, or you're going to treat me like that person. That person did me wrong. That person did me wrong. So how are you different? No. No. Hello, Melody. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because then we're already setting the tone for this relationship to be miserable and fail. Like, if it's going to be miserable or fail, well, let it be what it is. But don't like already put it there. Um, and so yeah, uh, yeah. Um, any last minute thoughts? Sorry, I'm like now I'm in my head. I'm like thinking. Any last minute thoughts? Any last minute perceptions? Go ahead and let me know. But yeah, I like this. I like the cards that came up today for us to sort of like ask ourselves questions, to process, to think about. So I want you to take time, think about your relationships. Again, relationships in regards to people you love, relationships in regards to your relationship with your body, your relationship with food, your relationship with life. This is life. That's life, like that. Yeah. Your relationship with everything. Think about that. Like, what's the first thing that comes pops into your head? My relationship to, boom. Think about that, and then when you get a hold of certain relationships that come up, then think about, well, what am I so scared of in regards to this relationship? What is holding me back from being fully honest in my relationship with this individual? Or with food, what am I so scared of if I'm honest about the relationship that I have with food? That I'm not in control, that it actually controls me, that, blah, blah, blah. Travel down that sort of that rabbit hole, as they say. That also sounds wrong. Anyways, the Lovers reverse and the Moon. Think about the questions that surround those cards and ask yourself, what's going on here? How do I feel about my relationship? Where do I need to be more open into where do I need to be open in my relationships? Where do I need to be more open in my conversations? How can I be more um, allowing? How can I be more fluid? How can I show up in a way that isn't so controlling? Right? So, yeah, with that being said, I think that's it for the moment. Yeah. I'm trying to catch up on, there's so many comments. But yeah, I think that's it for the moment. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I love doing these. I do these actually every day. Well, I do daily readings on my Patreon, patreon.com/the Deviant Witch. And I do Sundays, I do a week ahead reading and daily for Monday. Then Monday through Friday, I have daily content. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. I have a lot of content, so check it out, enjoy it. And if you enjoy the work that I do publicly and you don't want to be on Patreon, feel free to click the link in the description. There are various ways to show your support. You can bless me with something from my Amazon wish list. You can tip me. You can also share the videos that I do. You can engage here. That's free and that helps too. I just love hearing from you. I love your thoughts, because when you share your thoughts, when you share your perceptions, it also adds to how I see cards. I might see them differently now. So I like just being able to have conversations with each and every one of you. So thank you again for that. And this weekend is my friend Elisa of Elisa Soul Kisses. She's having a sale, and I'll post that when she starts it. So again, thank you for showing up. And I'm really looking forward to your growth. If we keep showing up for ourselves and for each other, yeah, it's bound to happen. Oh my gosh, we're growing. Look at us. But yeah, thank you again. And I will actually talk to you soon. Let me know if you like these videos, the questions that we discuss. Yeah, let me know. So thank you and peace for now.